Imagine for a moment standing before something that doesn't just command attention, but fundamentally redefines the space it occupies. This isn't merely a car, it's a rolling statement, a piece of kinetic art that has, for a century, represented the absolute pinnacle of automotive achievement. We are, of course, talking about the Rolls-Royce Phantom. As we celebrate 100 years of this iconic nameplate in 2025, we're going to take an exhaustive 360-degree look at the 8th generation Phantom. We'll explore every angle, pore over its design, delve into the engineering that makes it feel like it's powered by contained lightning, and uncover the unique selling points that make it not just the best car in the world, but the only one of its kind. Let's begin our journey where the Phantom's presence is first felt: the exterior. The first thing that strikes you is its sheer scale. This is a vehicle that stretches nearly 5.8 meters long and stands over 1.6 meters tall, riding on a wheelbase that in the extended version can exceed 3.7 meters. It has a physical dominance that is both imposing and, in a strange way, serene. It doesn't shout at you, it simply arrives. The design philosophy here is one of effortless grace. Look at the front. Dominated by the iconic Pantheon grille, it's not just a styling cue, it's a piece of jewelry, hand-finished and designed to be instantly recognizable. Flanking it are laser lights, but in a recent Series I update, these headlights now feature a beautiful, delicate Starlight pattern within the bezels, a tiny detail that echoes the magic found inside the cabin. The long, sweeping bonnet flows into a passenger cabin that is pushed far back, giving the Phantom that classic, almost nautical stance, like a yacht ready to set sail. This is accentuated by a powerful shoulder line that runs the length of the car, and that famously thick C-pillar, which isn't just a design flourish but a crucial element in creating the sense of privacy and sanctuary for those in the back. As we walk around the car, we notice the details that separate a car from a Rolls-Royce. The coach doors hinged at the rear are a defining feature. They harken back to the golden age of motoring but serve a very practical purpose. They allow rear seat passengers to step out onto the curb with perfect poise and dignity. As you approach, you might notice the Spirit of Ecstasy, that graceful lady poised at the front. On the modern Phantom, she doesn't just stand proudly at the push of a button or as you lock the car. She retracts gracefully into the grille, protected from the world. Move to the side and you'll spot another hallmark: the wheels. Rolls-Royce offers a vast array of bespoke designs, but look closely at the center caps. No matter how the wheel spins, the R logo remains perfectly upright, a testament to engineering obsession. And should the heavens open, you'll find perfectly machined umbrellas stowed discreetly within the doors themselves, ready to deploy at a moment's notice. Now let's step inside. Opening that heavy, perfectly weighted coach door reveals a world that is, quite simply, unlike any other automotive interior. The first thing that envelops you is the smell, a rich, natural aroma of the finest leather and carefully selected wood veneers. It doesn't smell like a new car, it smells like a timeless piece of furniture. The leather itself is sourced from bulls raised in the Alps, where the climate ensures no insects or barbed wire can mark the hides, resulting in flawlessly smooth surfaces. The wood is equally special. Each dashboard and picnic table is made from a single piece of veneer, book-matched so the grain flows symmetrically from left to right. The craftsmanship is so profound that the wood isn't just lacquered, it's treated with a process that takes a month to complete, ensuring it will last a lifetime. Sink into the seats. The rear, as you might expect, is where the Phantom truly comes into its own. This is less a car seat and more a lounge chair from a private jet. You have an almost infinite amount of space to stretch out, and the seat itself can be configured into an elegant recliner. Above you lies the now famous Starlight headliner. This isn't a simple light show. It is a bespoke artwork consisting of hundreds of fiber, optic lights, hand-woven into the leather headliner to replicate a specific night sky. Perhaps from the night the car was ordered, or a place special to the owner. Some recent commissions have even added shooting stars that twinkle across the cosmos at random intervals. And if the sky isn't to your liking, a single button activates electrically powered silk curtains that glide across the rear and rear side windows, cocooning you in absolute privacy. The front cabin is a masterful blend of analog solidity and modern technology. The iconic gauge cluster is framed in chrome, but the center display is a high-resolution screen that integrates seamlessly with the car's systems. Yet Rolls-Royce understands that digital isn't always better. For the 2026 model year, the Phantom Series I features a new, optional dashboard treatment called the Gallery. This is a 3-meter wide expanse of glass that stretches across the entire dashboard, within which an artist can create a one-off piece of art. It could be tailored silk, hand-painted marble, or an intricate metal sculpture, a true centerpiece for the car. Below this, physical controls for the climate and audio offer a tactile certainty that is deeply satisfying. And then there are the smallest details: the organ stop air vents, which you pull and push to control airflow, the iconic waft button for the gear selector, which tucks away into the dashboard, and the perfectly weighted knurled finishes on every single dial. Before we even turn the wheel, we need to talk about what happens when you shut that door. It is a sound unlike any other. There are no heavy thuds or tinny clicks. Instead, there's a solid, muffled, definitive thump, the sound of over 100 kilograms of sound-deadening material doing its job. Rolls-Royce engineers work tirelessly to ensure that the doors close with the same acoustic perfection as a bank vault. Enough admiring the stationary art, let's bring it to life. You press the starter button discreetly placed within the dashboard. What happens? For a moment you might wonder if anything happened at all. The 6.75-liter, twin-turbocharged V12 engine awakens with such subtlety that at idle it produces just 34 decibels, almost total silence. This is the heart of the Phantom, an engineering marvel that prioritizes one thing above all else: effortless progress. It produces a staggering 563 horsepower and 900 Newton-meters of torque. But the headline figure isn't the peak power, it's that 900 Nm of torque is available from just 1/700 PM. That means from a standstill, the Phantom has a colossal, endless reservoir of shove available instantly. Put your foot down and this 2.5-ton colossus doesn't so much accelerate as it does glide forward with building inexorable momentum. Rolls-Royce claims a 0-60 move time of around 5.3 seconds. The numbers are impressive, but the sensation is otherworldly. There's no drama, no gear shift shock, no roaring engine note. The 8-speed satellite-aided transmission reads the road ahead using GPS data to select the correct gear for corners or hills, ensuring the ride is utterly seamless. It feels less like a machine propelling you and more like the world is gently moving beneath you. But the true genius of the Phantom's performance is the way it interacts with the road. This is where the magic carpet ride comes into play, and it's not just a marketing phrase. The Phantom is equipped with a stereo camera system that scans the road ahead. It reads the surface, bumps, potholes, undulations, and processes this information to prepare the suspension. It adjusts the electronically controlled dampers in milliseconds, effectively unseeing the imperfections before they can reach the cabin. You feel nothing. You might see a pothole pass by the window, but you would never know it was there from the seat of your pants. It glides over rough patches, expansion joints, and crumbling asphalt with a serene indifference. Combined with the double wishbone front and multi-link rear air suspension, the Phantom decouples you from the tyranny of the road's surface. And yet, for all its size, it doesn't feel cumbersome to guide from the driver's seat. The steering is light and precise, and the high driving position gives you a commanding view of the road ahead. For the latest models, rear-wheel steering has been introduced, which helps to shrink the Phantom's vast footprint at low speeds, making it more maneuverable in city centers, while providing stability at high speeds on the Autobahn. Every Phantom, however, is more than the sum of its standard parts. The true essence of the car lies in its bespoke program. Royce doesn't just sell cars, it facilitates commissions. The Phantom is the ultimate canvas for personal expression. The company's designers and craftspeople will work with a client to create a car that is entirely unique. We've seen incredible examples of this over the years. There was the Phantom Syntopia, inspired by hot culture, with a one-of-kind fabric finish on the ceiling. There was the Phantom Goldfinger, celebrating the iconic 1964 Aston Martin DB5 from the James Bond film, complete with a solid gold pinstripe and a concealed safe within the cabin. More recently, Luna's, a British restoration company, unveiled a fully electric 7-seat Phantom V Commission, a radical reinvention of a true icon, featuring a handcrafted whiskey bar and an electronic privacy screen. And the factory itself has created special editions like the Phantom Nautica, inspired by classic yachts, with special paint schemes and wood-inlaid compasses in the dashboard. This level of personalization means that almost no two Phantoms are ever the same. All of this opulence and engineering sits on a bedrock of absolute safety and modern technology. The Phantom is equipped with every conceivable driver aid: a high-resolution night vision camera with pedestrian detection, active cruise control, lane departure warning, and a comprehensive suite of airbags. For 2025, the Phantom also integrates Rolls-Royce Connected, a suite of digital services. Through the Whispers app on your smartphone, you can check the car's location, send navigation directions to the car remotely, or even lock the doors from anywhere in the world. So, you arrive at your destination. You've been wafted in absolute silence, insulated from the world, your back massaged by the ventilated seats, perhaps with a drink from the rear fridge. You step out and you feel refreshed, composed, and somehow elevated. You don't just get out of a Phantom, you emerge from it. To try and apply logic to the Phantom is to miss the point entirely. It is not practical in the traditional sense. Its fuel economy is a secondary concern, its sheer size a challenge in a crowded car park. But these are not considerations for the Phantom owner. The Rolls-Royce Phantom exists in a realm beyond such mundane metrics. It is an heirloom, a sanctuary, and a statement of personal achievement that transcends mere transportation. As the automotive world pivots toward an electric future, and Rolls-Royce commits to being fully electric by 2030, the current V12 Phantom represents the closing chapter of a glorious internal combustion era. It is the distillation of 100 years of relentless pursuit of perfection. It is, and will forever remain, the very best of the best.